There is a saying that life is not the destination, it is the journey. That can apply to animals just as well as people.
For one horse, the destination was one of America's best-known racetracks. Her journey there, nothing short of miraculous. In the stands at Belmont Racetrack Wednesday afternoon, Sean and Angelica Kerr were nervous. Their 4-year-old filly was about to run her first race. The expectations were admittedly low in so many ways. Her name, not in our wildest dreams, said it all.
I don't know if you remember the news where some of these horses look like Holocaust victims.
In the spring of 2009, police and a local humane society raided an upstate New York breeding farm where they found deplorable conditions. 177 horses close to starving, their bodies ravaged. The animals were confiscated, put up for adoption. Among them, 2 young fillies and a gelding, each severely underweight, in desperate need of care.
So we drove up, looked at them, and then the decision was to be made which one we take. So we said, okay, let's take all 3 of them.
With that, Captain Crime Scene, driving Miss Dixie, and not in our wildest dreams, suddenly belonged to the Kerrs. The couple knew they'd need a little help, so they created 5R stables and sold shares to finance their new mission. What are the 5Rs?
Rescue, rehabilitation, racing, retraining, and retirement.
So over 100 people have a share in this stable.
Yes.
Whose goal was to rehabilitate these 3 horses.
Exactly.
For 2 of the horses, the focus was on rehab. Physical conditions as a result of their time at that breeding farm in upstate New York meant they'd never train as racehorses. But Dreams, that's her nickname, stood out.
She came out of the barn with this confidence. I went, oh my God, she's a racehorse.
Through careful nurturing and rehabilitation, Dream's potential began to emerge, and the Kerrs went looking for a trainer. So how many horses are you training?
Well, I only
right
have
now?
8 here right now, but
They found Billy Turner, a man with a rich pedigree of his own. Turner trained 1977 Triple Crown winner Seattle Slew. And though nobody imagines that kind of success for Dreams, Turner agrees there's something special about this horse.
I must admit I've been amazed at the progress that she's made.
2 weeks ago, on the muddy main track at Belmont, Dreams impressed during a training run. The Kerrs and Turner knew she was ready to compete. Which brings us back to the nervous couple up in the stands and Wednesday's 6th race.
And they're off.
In the end, Dreams didn't win. In fact, she finished dead last. But that's okay, because the race itself was a victory. She'd already beaten the odds.
She did. She did. She did. She did.
They're such a wonderful couple. We should thank once again one of our studio cameramen, Dave Cabano, for bringing us this story. He is actually, we should point out, one of the shareholders in 5R Stables.
Oh, wow.
Dave is 2 for 2.
Dave is 2 for 2. He brought us the great Oscar couple as well.
Yes.
Mr. Turner sounds like an amazing man.
He is, I wanted to hug him when we were done.
Yeah.
He sort of feels like a character out of Seabiscuit. He's great. What's really interesting, too, about the Kerrs is that none of their horses use any drugs. You know, there are certain things that are sanctioned for the horses that you can give them, and they firmly believe that they don't want any of their horses to have any of that, even though they will tell you, we know it puts our horses, like not in our wildest dreams, at a disadvantage. We feel it's better for them.